Sir, a rogue Chinese general and his followers have joined with the GLA in their mountain stronghold. The enemy is dug in deep, relying on fortified tunnels. We must launch an attack immediately.
HQ respond! HQ respond! I need some help over here! They're everywhere! They're on our stick, over our flank! There's more in the ridge! I'm hit! I'm hit! Where are they coming from? We're pinned down! One is OOC, repeat, OOC! Spread out, I'm trapped here! Beta 3, I can't see! There's too much smoke!
Our position is under heavy fire! We need reinforcements now!
Copy that, Delta 2. Your orders are to fall back. Over.
Even in the cutscenes, the AI sucks at aiming particle cannons.
Well, I think the general idea
The
back
GLA
then
base is surrounded
was
by an
that
intricate
the
tunnel network system.
China
The
was
enemy is
becoming
close,
the
and
next
their scouts are
superpower.
already patrolling the area.
I don't know how much that still holds,
We've
but
outfitted your command center so you can request the fuel air bomb.
You
Use it to
still
wipe
see
out
people
clusters of
talk
enemy
about that
units
every
or
now and again.
structures.
yeah.
And here, this mission I finally remembered, I have this ability for the satellite scan. It's so much better in 0 hour simply because it actually puts the ability on the sidebar. And yeah, this is actually the mission we will introduce Colonel Burton proper. Like before we had him, but we didn't really get to use him
He was just hanging
that
out.
much.
On the job.
He was just supervising.
Unit lost.
That almost didn't drop the bomb.
Well, there's no
General,
penalty at
we
all
should
for
take
losing the
advantage of
aircraft,
additional supplies to the south.
so it's not like it matters.
Well, I mean, if you lose it before it drops the payload, then it was basically a waste.
Well, yeah, but then the penalty is for losing the payload, not the actual plane.
Right, you lose the cooldown. It's pretty much all.
Got my missile launcher right here.
Yeah.
Got my missile launcher right I'll fire at anything.
Which still kind of sucks to lose the cooldown.
Well, yeah, because he just wasted the ability.
Right.
It takes like 5 minutes to recharge.
Build. New construction.
And I'm sure that Patriot battery can handle 2 Marauder tanks.
Oh yeah.
Except they decide to go after the bulldozer. So fuck those guys.
It's smart.
Always prepare. Take a new position.
Yeah, one of the things about US buildings is when they're not being fired at, they actually self-repair.
Ready for action.
Oh, that's convenient.
Rally point confirmed.
Yeah, like you could see the the Patriot battery was already repairing before the bulldozer got to it.
Yeah. They repair up to like full health or just half health?
Upgrade complete. Upgrade
Full health.
Here. Come on, punk.
And yeah, one thing that's nice about Pathfinders is if you put them on one of those approaches, they really supplement Patriot batteries really well because they take out all the infantry and all the vehicles get taken out by the Patriot battery.
Right.
Clocked in.
Yeah, that that terrorist was outrunning the Patriot battery. It was actually kind of funny.
Oh, you know, CNC missiles. They never heard of leading a target.
Except for not artillery.
Special forces here. Entering the structure.
Even the not artillery didn't lead a target, it just magically exploded wherever the target was instead of where the shell fired at.
Right.
And then they fixed it and everyone said that it got nerfed to hell.
They fixed it and then it sucked. No point in using it
Yeah.
anymore.
And hey, there's a sneaky secret. Yeah, it's like the crate thought it was a Pathfinder.
Let's build.
He's hidden behind those trees and he's stealth. He's like double camouflage.
Want to make some improvements?
Yeah, except that's actually a pretty poor position because of range issues.
Right.
Proceeding to target zone. Moving in. Clearing terrain.
And here the whole no practice runs thing comes back to me because spoilers, I actually placed that Patriot battery the wrong way.
Let's build.
Placed it in the wrong way.
Yeah, the one near the expansion.
Any more projects?
Yeah, I placed it at the wrong side of the supply depot, but all will become clear in time.
Getting to work. I'll build anywhere.
I know my way around.
And here to the side, this guy might get run over if someone comes rushing there through there. So yeah, just put him off to the side.
Let's get to
Can
the
vehicles run over hero units?
action. I'll be there.
No, they can't.
Any
Well,
more
that's good.
projects?
Good old
Wanna
General
make some
Burton's immune
improvements?
to being run over.
Yeah, he just sort of moves aside. If like if
Foundation.
vehicle tries to pop into him,
Mm-hmm.
you can actually sort of detect hero units in multiplayer. That way, like if you see that your vehicles can't pop somewhere for some reason, that's probably because there's a hero unit.
Oh, I forgot he could do that.
Armor
He
ready for
climbs up
action.
cliffs.
Yeah, that's his one of his main gimmicks is that he can climb up cliffs, and we will see
Deadly efficient.
how to utilize that to full effect in this mission.
I'll be there.
So he's basically the, like you said, he does C4 and he has a machine
Where
gun
are we
that
going?
mows down infantry. He's basically the
I'll
Tanya
be
of this
there.
game.
Let's get
Kind of. I mean, the C4 in this one
construction.
works very differently, as we will see later on. Like in with Tanya, she just ran into a building and ran out, and then it just exploded. And this time around, we finally get the supply depot,
made in
or
the
the supply pad, or
USA.
whatever it's called.
I remember making like grids of those, like 4x4.
And that Stinger side is in the way. Let's take care of that.
Complete.
So Colonel Burton can go through there undetected. So yeah, the supply depot, it doesn't actually work like the other
Let's get
Unit lost.
factions' ways of getting unlimited money. Like it doesn't give you X amount of money every few seconds. Instead, a plane comes in every 2 minutes and drops off a bunch of UN crates.
Right.
that one's done.
And the plane can actually, it's difficult to do, but it can be shot down before it
Yes, it
delivers
can,
the,
so,
the payload.
If your supply depots are placed poorly, that will happen. And where's Colonel Burton? For some reason he decided to go the cliff, and there's a Gatling cannon detecting him, so
Let's get to the action. Give him an air.
that's no good.
He went through the fence.
Oh, he climbed around the fence.
I'll take anything you give me. I'll be there.
Yeah, the downside to Colonel Burton is that he's kind of micromanagement intensive, and it kind of relies on the enemy
I've seen an
Uh,
airship. No obstacle.
like having his defenses, and yeah, you can see he can't be run over. Its defenses arranged in such a way that allows Colonel Burton to actually place C4. Like if I tried to C4 that missile silo, the bunker would actually shoot me
Right.
because yeah, it can actually see you if you're trying to place C4.
I caught a lot of trucks at that supply spot.
Yeah, that's a lot. Like, he probably has... No, like, he really has more trucks than any other unit at that point.
Control the skies. Copy that. This is our territory.
It's enough trucks to like Just go to a different one.
We received reports that a rogue Chinese general has set up his base to reinforce the GLA. Chinese officials inform us that
our
his
units are
actions
really fragile,
unsupported
it's kind of
and have
annoying.
authorized our forces to take him out. He's no doubt brought some heavy
Only
equipment,
barely
so be
went into
prepared.
the area with the air defense.
They won't see it. Just another day's work.
Yeah, let's knife some people.
They won't see it. This is it.
Let's just shank them.
Let's give them an air show.
Yeah, they don't even notice that they're that the guy right next to them just dropped dead, and it's one of those things that not only works on the AI because a player would notice like, hey, this guy just dropped dead for no apparent reason. There's probably a Colonel Burton here. I should drive a radar van over there to detect him.
Right.
Our base is being
Same thing with C4 really, like if things mysteriously explode,
Have a job for me.
you can probably take a guess why that is. And God damn it, that Patriot battery has some really poor priorities.
Does this game announce when a hero unit is detected or built?
No. And yeah, here's what I meant when I said the Patriot battery was on the wrong side. The game actually spawns in Chinese units from the edge of the map there.
Be advised, car bombs in the area.
Oh, now there's car bombs. This is going well.
Taking new ground.
Well, no, when you have 3-star red guards bearing down on you, that's when you know you're in trouble, because you let a red guard
Good area.
destroy something so valuable that it gained 3 stars.
Well, I mean, for a red star to gain 3 stars, it
We control the skies.
has to destroy, like,
What's the story?
not something that valuable.
Finished.
It could basically
Oh.
get promoted once by kicking a rock.
Yeah,
Wanna make
the
some improvements?
annoying thing about those UN crates, the other thing, aside from a plane being possibly shut down, is sometimes they just miss the zone, and when you have to go and manually collect the crates, it's really annoying.
Cleaned and mounted.
Warning, nuclear missile launched.
And
Oh,
yeah,
great.
the nuclear missile was about to launch. I could have built a particle cannon, but then I decided we're probably just gonna nuke it.
Special
That's
forces
probably a good... It probably was a good idea not building the particle cannon.
here. Our base is under attack.
Yeah, you can see the planes. Like, I think it's because it's right near the edge of the map where the plane enters. Like maybe that glitches it out or something. But for some reason in this mission, it just constantly
They won't see. Keep it quiet.
does that thing where
Upgrade complete.
I'll be there.
some of the crates will just land right in front of the zone.
Let's get to the action.
And yeah, let's call in an A-10 strike on that nuclear missile silo, and that's the end of that.
They don't rebuild it?
Let's get to the
They
action.
might rebuild it, but they kinda have their hands. They will kinda have their hands busy containing Colonel Burton,
Right.
as you will see.
They can
Where we
try
going?
to rebuild it,
Let's get to the action.
but they won't.
Yeah, like with Burton, I think the timed explosive is a bit stronger than the remote one, which is why I planted that.
Let's build.
Like normally you would just go for the remote
No
and
construction.
you know, just immediately detonate
Good
it.
area.
Sniper here. I see everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we totally miss how it took out 2 buildings. So yeah, no propaganda center means no nuclear missile silo. So even if they wanted to, they couldn't rebuild it until they rebuild the
I'll
no
take
center.
anything you
He
give me.
can't
Got a
plant
present
explosives
for you.
on
That one's
trucks,
done.
can he? On vehicles?
He totally can.
Oh, you should do that.
Sniper here.
Well, but trucks don't really do much considering the AI just cheats money.
That's true.
But he does do a really good job of keeping the Chinese base occupied, because he's basically just gonna keep blowing up all the buildings The Chinese are gonna try to rebuild all the buildings, and then he's just gonna blow them up again as soon as they rebuild them.
No obstacles. That one's done.
Upgrade complete.
And yeah, here we contemplate all these poor choices and decide, hey, I haven't shown off this one yet.
Demo charge.
Yeah.
I know just what it needs.
Yeah, it's kind of like the ambush ability the GLA has, except
Where we going?
it calls in a bunch of planes and they drop people in parachutes, which is not nearly as good as the GLA ability because it means the planes can get shot down and they take forever to get anywhere, and yeah. And there's a bunch of POW holes. And hey, Overlord tanks.
Now those workers are walking right through that wall.
I've seen it all. Let's get
It's like those rangers. Like the ranger who stood on the hole in the previous video. Yeah, they just don't give a fuck.
Unit lost.
Yeah,
Colonel Burton.
it was just a mirage apparently. Like
Where we
this,
going?
the explosive didn't actually go off and the wall just
I'll be
disappeared.
there. No obstacles. Remote demo charge. Been saving this just for you.
Yeah, as you can see, you can totally plant demo charges on vehicles.
Get me in close.
Well, that one I misclicked and he actually goes to plant it on the power plant.
That doesn't. I don't know. The C4, it's not as that worked. So, you know, he takes a little bit of time to place it, and then you have to either it's a timed one, or you have to manually set it off. But at the same time, it seems to do
Want to make some improvements?
like actual radial damage instead of just destroying that vehicle or structure, which is nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's actually
I've seen it all.
really nice in situations like this. Yeah, so there goes half his truck fleet.
Remote demo charge.
And this time I don't misclick and actually tell him to plant a charge on the bulldozer.
So do you destroy all the Chinese with just Colonel Burton?
Right here.
No, unfortunately, I mean, there's
Where we going?
like tunnel
Upgrade
networks and whatnot in the way, so it's not really feasible.
Demo charge. Time demo charge. Present for you.
But he does do a good job keeping them busy while I just build up my base.
I'll be there.
Oh, well, the annoying thing is that,
No
well, as you can
obstacles.
see, Colonel Burton is kind of micromanagement intensive.
Right.
Let's build.
Composite armor installed, sir.
On the job. I've seen it all. No obstacles. Any more?
Do you have a strategy center yet? What are the other
Be there.
what are the other strategies at the strategy center?
About time.
Well, we already talked about bombardment, which is like extra damage. There's a
What's the story?
search and destroy, which gives extra range and visibility, and one more that
Be there.
what it does is it gives the extra armor to your units. It's really not that big of a deal, but I
Where we
mean,
going?
as far as gimmicks go, it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
About time.
I mean, you're never gonna use anything but bombardment, really.
Right.
Any more projects? Laying the foundation.
And
Bring on the
yeah,
scaffolding.
just building up my base. It's almost like Tiberian Sun all over again.
Except it's
Got my missile launcher
much
right
later
here.
into the game before it got to this point. Tiberian Sun, it was like that almost from the
Unit
beginning.
lost.
Yeah, that and
Missile launcher
down.
right
oh,
here.
something happened.
Yeah.
Apparently the reactors exploded and Burton.
Got caught in the explosion.
Yeah,
USA.
but hey, it's not like a nuclear explosion is gonna keep Colonel Burton down, right?
Just a flesh wound. Merely a flesh wound.
Yeah, in fact, we can revive him for $1,500.
Cost of his medical bills.
Low power.
What's the mission, sir?
Yeah, yeah. When you're battle aid, the state has to pay your expenses for health, and yeah, that one Patriot battery put me over the edge, and this is what I really hate about this game's power management system. In previous CNC games, you would just turn off one Patriot battery and then the rest of your base is powered. In this one, everything turns off. Everything. Until you get another power plant.
Right.
Heading over.
Well, that's why you play GLA, so you don't have to worry about that.
What do you got?
Yeah, that's actually a very nice gimmick that GLA has going for the whole no power thing.
Yeah?
Yeah, when your faction is so low tech that you don't actually need power.
You bet. Sure thing.
Right.
I want to blow something
And
up.
the thing about the Pathfinders is if you put them on a defensive posture, or even just really just attack anything or whatever, they rank up so quickly. I mean, it helps that I have the upgrade from the strategy center that makes units gain veterancy faster, but still, they just rank up really fast.
The Pathfinders do?
Yeah, the Pathfinders. Yeah, and like Car Bomb gives you a chance to show off this other unit, the ambulance. It's kind of like a Humvee, except it only carries 3 people. It heals infantry around it, and the other gimmick I'll never show off, if you send it into radiation or toxin from Scudstorm or whatever, it can actually clear it out.
In the field. Visibility
Do you not show it off because you don't get a chance, or you not show it off because it's not handy?
A little bit of both.
Take care of you. Out of the
And
way.
this is the only time I'll build this unit. It's very situational.
Right.
The whole infantry healing thing is kind of handy, but it's not that big of a deal anyway, because if your infantry is getting shot at, it's probably not going to survive to get healed.
Right. So it's like a troop crawler. Troop crawler healed
Long-range ballistics.
infantry, didn't it?
Yes,
No, it didn't.
Oh.
Moving to new AO.
All it did was reveal invisible units and carry 8 people.
Okay. Never mind.
I'll scout ahead.
Troop crawler is not a very good unit.
No, no, it's not. It comes full though. When you build it, it's already full, right?
No one's looking.
Yeah, so when you subtract the cost of the red guards it comes with, it actually only costs like $200 or something.
Yeah.
This one's mine.
So yeah, it's only marginally more expensive than a red guard itself.
Operation underway. Rocket pods are now available, sir.
So I guess that kind of makes up for it.
Yeah.
I see everything.
And yeah, Particle Cannon is charged up and doing absolutely nothing because
My way around.
and, I should have just left them there. Because one of the things is if you leave them somewhere where the enemy was just shooting them, the enemy just forgets they were there because they turn invisible.
Yeah? You bet.
Hey, this shrub is moving, it shouldn't be doing that. Oh, it stopped. Okay.
That's what shrubs do. It's probably just a shrub.
I see everything. Let me
Let's
launch
not worry
Yeah.
about that.
Frequency's open.
Like, very short-term memory.
I'll fire at anything.
How about a show of force?
Let me launch one, huh?
They're especially
yeah.
convincing when they're sitting in the middle of a road or the middle of a barren field.
You know, the map design just kind of fucked up there. Misclicked.
I'll be your spotter. Moving.
And yeah, the annoying thing about this game is you have to hotkey your super weapons, and then you go and or manually select them and if you want to fire them. Whereas in the expansion, they just straight up put the icon on the sidebar, so it's much better.
As it should be. They should have started it like that.
Can't miss.
Yeah, and flashbangs is overpowered as always. Can't shoot up the cliff though, unfortunately.
Not any more overpowered than like a toxin tractor
Unit
or
lost.
an inferno tank.
Medical supplies on hand.
Except they have longer range, they're much cheaper, they have a higher rate of fire,
Sure thing.
Okay, maybe they are. Then.
and yeah, it's really, you have like flamethrower tanks and like all these super lethal toxins. Forget about that shit, just buy fucking flashbangs.
Right.
It'll be a nice view.
The flashbangs themselves completely kill anyone inside the building, not just blind them.
I'll fire at anything.
Yeah, I mean, disorientation means death, right?
Yeah,
Visibility
absolutely.
clear. Moving to new AO.
Like, I think it disrupts like your inner ear, and
Unit
that is what controls your heart rate.
Right.
Something like that.
Heavy armor ready for
Tomahawk
action.
systems online. Adjusting for wind current.
It just blinds them permanently.
Yeah, they're just
They're pretty much
crippled
useless.
for the rest of their life.
Now you have these two particle uplink cannons. They're ready to go, and you're not doing anything with them. That's driving me crazy.
Yeah, this is like
Proceeding to
around
target
1 a.m.
Unit lost.
Yeah, when I was recording this, this was like after our last session finished, and when I said like, I feel like playing this game some more. Fucking barrel bombs.
Anywhere you say, sir.
Yeah, that's the only ones we'll see this mission, but yeah,
They
I
gotcha.
still built some. Yeah, I still built some recon drones, just in case.
I'm listening. Let's take this one.
I think maybe I was saving the particle cannons, like in case we rebuild the nuke, because you need 2 super weapons,
Yes, sir.
or like 2 shots from a super weapon to take out another super weapon or command center.
Right.
So it was like any moment now that nuke's gonna pop up.
Show of force.
And it never did.
Systems online.
And some were barrels
Someone
detonated,
injured?
I don't know.
Right on. Out of the way!
Yeah, those guys do a really good job of just holding down that flank.
Armor detail reporting.
Although in retrospect, saving the particle cannons for the nukes was really dumb, because the particle cannon actually has a lower cooldown than the nuke.
Yeah.
System set.
It's like 4 minutes for a particle cannon and
Tomahawk systems online.
6 minutes for the nuke and 5 minutes for a Scud
We
Storm.
should try to destroy the Chinese before they can build up any more forces.
Well, that's assuming
Yeah,
the.
yeah.
That's assuming
yeah,
they
fine.
don't heal the nuke between particle cannon shots.
Well, you would follow up, you would follow up 2 particle cannons in a row,
Right.
obviously.
Warning, particle cannon activated.
Yeah, here I finally remember all of those things. So this is what the particle cannon does. You can steer it, you can click on the ground and that makes the beam go there, and double clicking makes it go there faster, and you should always double click.
I always thought
Is it-
that's what made the particle cannon, and at least to me, better than the ion cannon, is the fact that you could move it around.
Yeah, it's still not as good as the other super weapons, I think, because overall it's not gonna destroy as much as the other ones. Like if I fired a nuke there, I would have caught the bunkers and all the guys and troop crawlers and the barracks,
Cruise missiles
but
ready.
with the particle
Firing
cannon,
cycle.
no. It's just
How about a show of force?
those 2 guys and those 2 buildings.
Right.
Proceeding to target zone.
Destroy everything
In the
not
field.
American. Leave nothing.
Well, I feel like, and maybe this is just, I mean, I could definitely be wrong, but I feel like if you shoot the particle cannon and you just leave it there, it does more damage to that spot than like a Scud Storm or a nuke would do.
Well, at least behind like a trail of fire. Also, you might have heard that whole speech about destroy everything North American.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's I mean, we had this whole discussion, I'm afraid, about whether or not the American unit quotes are ironic or not. How do you think about it?
I think they're definitely ironic, but a lot of people are right in that they are very subtly ironic. So
Yeah, I think the delivery is very straight, but when you have lines like that, you know, like destroy everything not American.
yeah, yeah, it's very it's stereotypical American, which is I think why Americans kind of get that that's what they're heading for, but it's harder for people who are non-American to pin it down.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm not American. But then maybe that's just my superior knowledge of American stereotypes.
On your command. Proceeding to target zone.
Frequencies open.
And yeah, at this point we really just clean up.
They've already rebuilt all of those power plants.
Yep, that's the first thing we always rebuild, it seems. And those trucks are still there. Like, just how many trucks did he build? Like, that's 8 trucks at least. We killed maybe 4.
Way too many.
So here he had like a dozen trucks.
Comanche here.
Unit lost.
Missile guidance.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Yeah, the one Tomahawk launcher. But the pilot survived, so it's okay.
Got their position.
Anything to drive?
And yeah, it was actually me fumbling there. Like, where the hotkey did I bind the Comanches to? Because I need them to go over there and kill those guys.
How about those rocket pods?
But yeah, that's just the joy of playing at early in the morning.
Oh, are we done already?
Victorious.
Yeah,
We don't.
that's it.
So we don't have to kill everything non-American.
Yeah, apparently this was the good level designer who designed this one. Yeah, 10 to 1 kill ratio, much better.
There you go.